Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am here to talk about my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. Sorry about that. This is a subscriber requested video. Somebody asked me to do a video on all of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. That's a tongue twister for me. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. I have quite a few here. I'm going to go ahead and swatch everything for you, talk about the formula of everything. My goodness, I'll get it together here. And I will also talk about longevity and things like that and kind of how it wears off. So let's start with my first, my very favorite liquid lipstick formula that I have ever tried. That is going to be the Physicians Formula Liquid Lip. So this is what they look like. I've got 3 colors. They do have a Christmas value kit out right now, and I want to get my hands on it because it comes with minis of every single shade that they carry. So I definitely, and it's like $15, and I definitely want to get my hands on that because this is the most comfortable liquid lipstick formula I've ever tried. It is so good. So I have the shade Berry Healthy, and this is just a really pretty kind of soft berryish nude shade. Really beautiful. Okay, the next shade I have is Coral Minerals. Again, just a very soft, but a little bit brighter. Great for spring and summertime. Coral color, so right there. And then I also have red-storative effects. So this is just a nice, kind of deeper, almost a brick red shade. Kind of very neutral, middle of the road, doesn't have a lot of blue or orange in it. It's a very neutral, wearable red. So these, I would say, don't ever fully dry down. They do dry down to a point and they do get matte. You are always going to have transfer though throughout the day. It's not a ton of transfer. It's not anything where it's going to get on your teeth or it's going to wear off quickly like a typical bullet lipstick would. They are quite long wearing. They will wear for hours without fading away, and you don't get that kind of crusty, dry, middle of the mouth effect with these. You can see they're already kind of starting to dry down. They are more of a satin matte finish rather than like an ultra matte finish. I love these because they don't show the lines in your lips. They do keep your lips quite moisturized and just really nourished feeling. So I really, really love these liquid lipsticks. This is definitely my favorite formula. So anyways, yeah, that's those. And then I would say my next favorite liquid lipstick formula is going to be the Ultra Satin Lip from ColourPop. So I've got quite a few of these. I have a whole bunch of little minis as well as a full size. So these are all the Ultra Satin formula. This again is one that doesn't completely dry down. You will have transfer, I will say, though. I've worn these lipsticks to like a wedding and I applied it once. I never had to reapply it. I ate, I was there all day. So they are quite long wearing. They're just not that super dry down matte. They are a satin finish. They don't give you the kind of crusty lips. They don't overemphasize the lines in your lips. This is just a really, really beautiful formula, and these are so affordable. So I love this. I love this formula. So this is the color Strut, and this is just a really beautiful kind of cool toned nude color. So let's see. Next one I have here is Tulips. So this is a really deep, kind of vampy, kind of plummy shade here. The next shade I have is Magic Wand. And this is kind of a warmer nude, a little bit pinky peach, kind of warmer nude. The next shade I have is Mess Around. And this is almost a chocolatey brown. Really beautiful, like chocolatey brown color here. Okay, the next shade I have is Stud. And this is almost a deep rosy nude. So that's Stud. And then the last one I have here is Dopey. And this is Dopey is a really kind of popular iconic shade from ColourPop. And this is just a typical, very medium pink, kind of rosy nude. Yeah, so this is the Ultra Satin Lip from ColourPop. Just a really, really beautiful formula. Very similar to the Physicians formula. It's just, if I had to compare the two, I would just say the ColourPop is just a touch less comfortable than the Physicians formula, but very, very comparable, very, very similar in the comfort level and very similar in the wear time. I would say that the ColourPop probably wears a little bit longer than the Physicians formula does, but they're very, they're neck and neck. They're very similar formulas, very beautiful. ColourPop has a much larger range though of shades. So, and they're very affordable. I think they're even a little bit, no, they're probably right in the same range as the Physicians formula. I think they're both in like the $6 range. Okay, moving along. So my next favorite liquid lipstick formula is definitely the NARS. These are the Pro Pigment, Power Matte Lip Pigments. So I've got 3 of them. I've got 2 minis and a full size. I love this formula. This is a very thin formula. This reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, except this one's a little bit more comfortable than the Kat Von D. These go on super pigmented with just like one swipe. They're very thin formula, very pigmented. They dry down to a very matte finish very quickly. They do not transfer at all. These will wear a very long time. You will get some wear down right in the middle of your lips, probably 4 hours in or so after wearing these. And you'll just have to reapply to the inner part of your mouth, but they reapply beautifully. You don't get any kind of weird line or any kind of weird cakiness in there. This is just a very beautiful formula of liquid lipstick. I love this. So this one is called London Calling. This is probably my favorite color. This is a very cool kind of dark purple color. It's just such a unique, beautiful color. So that is the shade called London Calling. Okay, the next shade I have is Le Freak, and these 2 next ones that I have came in a little mini set from Ulta. I think they are still carrying the set, but I'm not totally sure. But I think it was like $20 or 20 something dollars for 2 of them, which to me is a great deal. So that is the shade Le Freak. That is a kind of light pinky nude. Really beautiful. And then the last shade I have in this is American Woman, and I believe this one is described as a warm chestnut rose color. So that is American Woman. So we've got London Calling, Le Freak, and American Woman. And those, again, very thin formula, very pigmented, really, really a beautiful liquid lipstick formula. They are on the pricey side though. I think a full size is in the $25 to $28 range, so they are quite pricey, but if you're in the market for a good liquid lipstick that will last all day, that is definitely a great formula. Okay, moving right along. My next favorite liquid lipstick formula is probably going to be the Kat Von D. Now, a lot of people I know do not enjoy this formula. A lot of people say this is too drying on their lips. They just don't like how it feels. And so I know a lot of people are not huge fans of this formula, but for whatever reason, it works really, really well for me. I love this formula. This is another, just like the NARS, this is another very thin formula. So it goes on quite thin. It goes on quite pigmented with just one pass. Wears a very long time. Just like the NARS, you are going to get the wear down kind of in the middle of the lips. I would say right around the 4-hour mark. And you just have to reapply it there, and then it reapplies beautifully. You don't get any weirdness. You don't get any cakiness. These are also great about halfway through the day or maybe 3/4 through the day. I'll just throw a gloss on top of these, and it'll just kind of help wear the rest of that lipstick off, and then it wears off beautifully. So, and which is typically what I end up doing with liquid lipsticks anyways, because my workday is a 10-hour workday, so I'm typically wearing makeup for about 14 hours a day, and I could not tolerate a liquid lipstick for that long. So I typically will throw a gloss over them or like a balm, and to try and help that wear down. And these wear down beautifully. I do not like a formula that leaves a very distinct ring around my lips. That is the one thing I do not like. So none of the formulas I'm talking about today will do that. Okay, anyway, so the Kat Von D colors that I own are Bow and Arrow. This I got in a BoxyCharm. I love this shade. This is a really beautiful nude, true nude color. So that is Bow and Arrow. The next shade I have is one of my favorites. This is called Lovesick, and this is more of a cool toned pink. Just a really beautiful shade. I absolutely love Lovesick. It's such a pretty wintertime lip color too. Okay, and then the next shade I have is Mother, and I got this in a little kit from Sephora with the bullet lipstick. I don't wear this color a whole lot just because it's a bit much for me and my skin tone, but it's like a bright mid-tone pink. So here we've got Bow and Arrow, Lovesick, and Mother. Again, just a really beautiful liquid lipstick formula, very thin, pigmented, goes on really beautifully, wears really beautifully. You don't get that weird, harsh ring around your mouth as it wears off. Just a really nice liquid lipstick formula. Okay, moving right along. The next ones I don't really have. These don't go in any order. I love all of these liquid lipstick formulas. These are all beautiful formulas. There's only one that I would say is just slightly uncomfortable, and that would be the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. So I do love these liquid lipsticks. I think it's a really beautiful formula, and I do wear these, but these are a little bit more on the uncomfortable side for me. These tend to dry my lips out pretty badly, and I can't wear these for more than maybe 5 or 6 hours before I have to put a balm or a gloss on top and kind of get them hydrated. So I've got this in the shade Queen's Blood. I love this color. This is a metallic one. You also do have to put on just a little bit more of these because they're not quite as pigmented as some of the others that I've shown you. This is Queen's Blood. This is just a beautiful kind of bronzy shade, metallic, really pretty. I've got this shade Rebel Rose. This is probably my favorite. This is also kind of a thicker, moussier formula. It's not quite as thin as any of the others that I've shown you. These do dry down matte. Okay, this is the shade Rebel Rose. I really love this shade. Okay, the next shade I have, which I also love, is Berry Recognize. This is just a beautiful kind of mid-tone to deep berry shade. Really, really beautiful. Ooh, that's a kind of a strange swatch. So Queen's Blood, Rebel Rose, and Berry Recognize. And then the fourth one that I have in this is Give Me Mocha. And this is kind of a warm, kind of brownish nude shade. This one is a little bit less pigmented than the others. You will have to layer this up on your lips, which is another reason that that this isn't, I would say, my favorite formula. You do have to layer these, and you do have to make sure that they don't get cakey. But still, again, a very beautiful formula. Pretty comfortable, super affordable, and I do like these a whole lot. Okay. So moving right along, the next formula I have, I also absolutely love, and that is going to be the Sugar Pill liquid lipsticks. So I have two of these. I love these so much. These are super unique. These are much like the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick formula. They are a little bit thicker. They are a little bit more moussey. They do wear quite similar. These do dry my lips out somewhat, so not quite as bad as the Wet n Wild, but they do a little bit. So again, 5 or 6 hours for me, and I'm kind of done with these ones, but I absolutely love these. These are a bit pricey as well. I believe they're like $18 a piece, possibly. I bought these last year on Black Friday, and I think I got them for about $13 a piece or so. This is the shade Strange Love. Yeah, Strange Love. I love this. This, I believe, is described as a oxblood red color. And what is unique about these and just beautiful is these are like the Ciate Glitter Flip lipsticks. So these, after they dry down, and they do dry down pretty darn matte, after they dry down, you can rub your lips together and a bunch of glitter comes out. So these, I love that about these. And then the next one I have, which is one of my favorites, this is Trinket. And this is a kind of nudie pink color. And both of these, when you, when you rub your lips together, it is gold glitter that will come out. There we go. So I will see if those will dry down while I'm talking about the last two lipsticks that I have. And if they do, then I'll go ahead and try and show you the glitter in those. Okay, the next formula that I absolutely love is going to be the Sephora. These are called, they're called Cream Lip Stains. This is in the shade 33. These don't have names, they just have numbers. But this is in the shade 33, and I want to say it was called Tea Rose or something like that. This is a very light, kind of nude shade, and this is a really, really beautiful and very comfortable formula. Again, these are on the thin side. These are very, very pigmented. These remind me a lot of the NARS, a lot of that formula. They're a little bit thicker, but I would say they're very similar to the NARS formula, and these wear beautifully. They're really pretty comfortable. You can wear these for hours without them getting really uncomfortable. So again, that's the shade 33. It's kind of a very neutral, true nude color. And I want to say it was called Tea Rose or something. Okay, and that's the only shade I have in that. And then I only have one shade in this last one that I'm going to talk about, and that is the, I only have one shade in the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. I do have various shades in the gloss, but This is the shade Truffle in the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. This is a comfortable liquid lipstick. It is, again, a thicker, kind of moussier formula. This is kind of a pinky peachy nude. It's just kind of like a neutral medium nude shade. That is the shade Truffle there. With this one, again, I can probably make it about 6 hours with these on before they start getting a little bit too uncomfortable for me. But again, they are a very nice formula. They wear very well. You can just throw a balm or a gloss on top of them, and they don't leave a nasty ring or, you know, anything weird like that. So anyways, that is the shade Truffle by Dose of Colors. And let me see if this, okay, these are dry. Well, dry enough that I can bring the glitter out in them. So I'm gonna do that for you real quick before I wrap this up, because I know this is a long video. Okay. So the red one didn't bring it out as much because they are still quite tacky, but here you can really see the gold glitter in Trinket, and then you can kind of see the glitter in Strange Love. These are really just beautiful liquid lipsticks. I love them. So anyways, guys, those are all of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.